Hi, I'm Karen with the Seasons of Living. Are you interested in regenerative agriculture? Well, if so, you are going to love today's video because we are going to show you our first look since we sowed our organic heirloom wheat in October. We are at January the 3rd and we are here to show you the progress. So come on, let's go take a look.
This is 25 acres of Sonora white right here.
Look at it. It looks
it's smaller, finer. A whole lot finer blade. Not quite as tall as the next group. You can see the turkey red right over here. It's a whole lot taller, a little wider blade. Shows up a whole lot more. That's just the difference in the variety. Of course, a little more water would help considerable.
Yeah. Okay, so where's the line so we can kind of
Here's the line right here. Okay. I've got one space, about a 15-foot space separating the two.
Okay.
So we know exactly where it is.
Okay.
We'll go 25 more acres, and then I put a cover crop blend of
winter mix.
Several varieties of winter mix.
Okay.
Hopefully get a little grazing out of it.
Yeah. We're also having interior fences built because we are into rotational cattle grazing. We've had about 100 calves on here before. We're trying to set everything up, the infrastructure, so the ranchers can just rotate the calves through, and we think it'll help our soil biology.
Yeah, we've been looking at YouTubes a long time. All we can find is videos of people working up in North Dakota or Kansas or Missouri or somewhere like that. Nobody in north central Texas or this area here is doing this exactly the way we are trying.
Right. And
so we will see if we can turn this old wore out farm into something that might be a little profitable. I guarantee you anybody can do it.
Right. Remember, that's our slogan. If we can do this, so can you. But you know, the people that are doing the no-till farming, a lot of them are really big farmers that have like all the really big equipment. We're going to go show you. We did buy a no-till drill, but it's older, and we're going to show you our tractor in just a minute.
We first picked this drill up in the middle of the summer. It's a 1560, about a 2001 model. I think I got it at a reasonable price. It's 15 foot wide. It's still, all the discs were still in good shape. I hadn't had any trouble with it. I've planted about 250 acres or a little better with it. Hadn't had any trouble whatsoever. And as you can see, it seems to plant real even and everything's coming up. So I'm pleased with it.
Okay, and so let's tell them the process of, like, we bought it and then let's see, we did put one cover crop in with it and we grazed calves, right?
All summer, yeah.
Yeah, so which you were real pleased with that, and even though we're in a semi-arid area, we're at Hamlin, Texas, north of Abilene in the farming area. And then in October is when you sowed this organic heirloom wheat. So you sowed first and then you went and shredded with it.
I shredded the tall weeds off the top of it
immediately, or like after you sowed?
Just immediately after I sowed, I shredded it so I wouldn't disturb the wheat too bad. We kind of lucked out and got an early frost, killed all the weeds so that the wheat had a little bit more chance to have a little more moisture without the weeds taking it over completely. So I was real pleased with that, and I'm real pleased with the amount of germination that it had, even though we haven't had enough rainfall to really get it to going. I was a little bit afraid, so we didn't fertilize anything yet, but now that I see that we've got something there to grow, well, we're fixing to fertilize it.
Okay.
With organic fertilizer.
We'll definitely, we are starting our paperwork to be certified organic. Actually, this month we've gone our 3 years, so we're starting that process. So we're going to show you our tractor. And so, you know, we're beginners in no-till farming, and we think, you know, it is within grasp of someone, you know, just about everyone that is a rancher or farmer. So our tractor is how old, Mr. Roofer?
It is as you can see, we don't have anything new. This is a bottom,
no $250,000 John Deere.
No expensive anything.
He has a plan for rotational grazing. We do not live here, so we do lease this out, but most people are not familiar with rotational grazing, so we're trying to make it easy, right, for people. And you have it in 100 acre.
We do the planting on the crops, but we'll lease it out, lease the grazing out to someone else, and they take care of taking care of their cows. But this was a 350 acre place. We divided it up into 3 100 acre sections, plus we got a little rough bottom down there with a little spring on it.
Yeah, real pretty.
It just so happens.
So see
wet
the
weather
fence. Spring. He had net wire, and you had 2 wells. Oh my goodness! Do you hear the coyote's already out? Oh my gosh! So you had 2 wells drilled, right?
We had 2 wells drilled. Got about 10 gallons a minute, and it's only 40 foot deep. So we kind of lucked out there.
Okay. So once
trying
again,
to keep the hogs out is what we're trying to do. Not the deer. They go anywhere. When
we saw this piece of property 3 years ago, we both were like, we just were really wanting to find a spent farm and to bring it back to life through regenerative agriculture. So that is what we're doing. But you have to take baby steps, and you have to be willing to take some risk, right, Ms. Trooper?
Right.
And you have to be willing to be told. I mean, everyone says this is not going to work, but
what really caught our eye as looking forward for an organic farm, what really caught our eye was this property was kind of nestled where there was a huge pasture on the north, huge pasture on the east, and a huge pasture on the south. Prevailing wind is southeast, so we get very little blow off from any sort of herbicides, pesticides that anybody else uses in that respect. And we were looking for something like that, and we found it.
So you can go to a farming area, and actually the pictures we showed over there, you left a big strip. We only have really one neighbor that's across the road, and you left how big of a strip?
About a 40 foot road, and 40 foot more of tall weeds to kind of catch anything that blew in.
Just to make sure. But that is a wheat farm with cows, so we're hoping that they don't normally spray. Yeah.
We have no water runoff from anybody else.
Yeah, that was important. We're at January the 3rd, 2020 right now. We're going to try to show you and document our progress. So if you are interested in simple, organic, old-fashioned living, please subscribe to our channel, The Seasons of Living. Have a blessed day. See you next time. Bye-bye.